Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. My name is Muhamad Syahmi bin Hisam. My metric number is 4203000091. This is my poster for my final year project. My title is the microscopical observation of poikilocytosis caused by radiation of X-ray and UV light through peripheral blood film. My supervisor is Mr. ABDULLAH and my co-supervisor is Mr. AIMAN AFIF bin ROSLAN. So my introduction is X-ray is a subset of electromagnetic wave, have revealed internal body structure with bones appearing white and soft tissue in gray due to varying X-ray absorption. During X-ray, lead appearance provide protection through exposure is minimal. Poikilocytosis is indicate abnormally shaped red blood cell, often linked to condition like anemia or hereditary blood disorder. It can be genetic or acquired. A peripheral blood film is a vital lab test for diagnosing disease typically requested by clinician based on suspicion or initiated by labs with unusual results, adhering to local regulation and standard. My objective first is to have embarked on a research journey aimed at investigating the radiation effect of X-ray on red blood cells. Second is to dive into a study focused on exploring how poikilocytosis can manifest as a result of exposure to X-ray radiation. The third one is to elucidate the appropriate methods for accurately assessing the underlying causes that contribute to the prevalence of poikilocytosis. So this is my methodology. First, study design. Uh, Research involved literature review and experimental clinical trial focus on the poikilocytosis due to X-ray and UV light exposure in human red blood cells. The study location, uh, the study at two locations, Universiti Selangor Shah Alam, first in medical imaging laboratory and hematology laboratory. The sampling method collect blood sample and divide into 5 tubes for control, UV 5 minutes, UV 10 minutes, X-ray low dose and high dose. Then the blood sample exposed to the tube to UV and X-ray, measure radiation dose and monitor RBC shape changes over 3 days. So the data collection, after the student blood sample divided into 5 tubes, the tube used over 3 days, each smear 5 times and observing and recording RBC shape abnormalities under a microscope. So the sample size, this research used the blood of 4 initial students consisting of 3 men and a woman. So the expenses categorized as a reusable and disposable item. So the reusable are the use of microscope, tourniquet, tip rack, slide staining rack, beaker, and icebox. So the disposable item are EDTA tube, glass slide, syringe, and needle, wool carton, wound plaster, posture pipettes, tissue, glove, Leishman stain solution, distilled water, and as well as a cost related to the use of water and electricity in the laboratory. So this is the result. This is the first diagram of result. This diagram is a control group, but in a day 3. Okay, so here we can see there were no target cell, um, acanthocyte, cystocyte, Burr cell. But you can see here a few spherocyte, helmet cells, valocytes, and teardrop cell. The stomatocyte were unclear, and no sickle cell were found. So this is the second diagram. This is a result of 5-minute UV in D3. What we can see here, there's so much per cell, so much the blood cell have been cleaned. Maybe it indicates of a health issue or the other factors. Because my limitation, we store the blood for 3 days, so maybe the blood will clean it. So there's no others shape, just burst cell. So this is the third diagram of the result 10 minutes UV in 3 days. What we can see here, some of a normal cell, but there are some burst cell and teardrop. Stomatocyte unclearly. So this is the result of the third diagram. So this is the last diagram for the X-ray height dose in 3 days. So from the observation here, there's no target cell, no acanthocyte, no spherocyte, no helmet cells, and ovalocyte. But less than 5 cystocyte, maybe less than 5 cystocyte can we observe here. And of course, the burst cell, the crenation cell in the massive number. Teardrop, maybe, no. I don't think so because from the diagram, we can see no teardrop. So that's all for the diagram 4. So what we can conclude here for my result and discussion, exposure to UV light 5 minutes and 10 minutes and X-ray for 50 kVp and 80 kVp can alter blood cell shapes and types. The variation observed include helmet cells, stomatocyte, ovalocyte, teardrop cells, and burst cells. These changes have clinical and research significance, but specific health implications depend on factors like exposure duration, intensity, individual health, and research objective. So this is my acknowledgement. I deeply appreciate everyone who contribute to this study's success. Special thanks to my supervisor, Mr. Abdullah and Mr. AIMAN, the research committee and the Universiti Selangor for their guidance and resources. And I'm also grateful to my colleges, friends, and family for their unwavering support. This research would not have been possible done without all of them. Thank you so much. This is my reference. So that's all for me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.